Far away.
Tim, does Clayton Oliver want to play for the Demons next year?
Yes, Mitch.
Has he reiterated that to you since you met with the Cats?
Yeah, Simon and Alan have been in constant contact with Clayton, and he's totally aware of the situation, and yeah, he's looking forward to next season.
So is there any chance that he plays for a different club in 2025?
No.
Can you explain what happened with the contact from Melbourne Tim to another club about his future? Melbourne fans are confused. What happened?
Jay, what I'll say is, it's a good question, I understand it. This time of year, there's a lot of conversations with a lot of clubs about a lot of things. I'm not going to go into details about who was spoken about. We've got a really united list management group, and any conversation that's had with any club about a player comes back to that list management group. But as I said, there's a lot of things come across our desk. There's a lot of things go the other way. But our position has never changed. We've never been trading Clayton, and we won't be.
Is it a regrettable situation?
I'd rather not be answering the question, but I don't think regrettable. As I said, unfortunately, this time of year, there's a lot of things get spoken about, and unfortunately, sometimes they get out into the public. But again, we're comfortable with where we sit, and Clayton knows that he won't be going anywhere.
Is he disaffected?
I think any player would rather their name not be in the public arena. I think that's fair. But Claz is a Melbourne person. He knows how valuable he is. We're really proud of Clayton and how far he's come this year, and we're really looking forward to him having a terrific season next year.
Has the club as a whole mismanaged this situation over the past 12 months?
Oh no. I think the work we've done with Claz and the work that Claz has done himself has been outstanding. He's obviously had a couple of challenges over the journey. He's got himself into a really good spot. So no, I wouldn't agree with that.
Why is the CEO having conversations with another club if you never have any intention of trading him?
As I said, Mitch, there's always conversations this time of year, and I'm not going to go into the details of who spoke to who, but clubs ring us, we ring clubs, so that doesn't mean that someone's going to be traded.
You understand the fans, when you've been so positive about him, his development, and he's inspiring, and then for whatever reason he's not absolutely untradeable. I understand the fans would say they don't quite understand that.
No, well, our position has never been that he's tradable, so I'll dispute that. Yeah, he's not getting traded.
So was the intent to try and find out what he was worth in the sense?
Pete, again, I'm just going to go back to what I've said. I understand the question, but as I said, there's lots of conversations had. Clubs come to us, talk about players, we talk about other players. I'm not going to go into the details of who gets spoken about.
What does it say about the footy club when your two highest paid players are considering their future elsewhere? Christian Petrarca openly suggested he wouldn't mind looking around if he didn't have a contract, and then you've got Clayton Oliver meeting with opposition clubs. What does it say about the Melbourne Footy Club? Yeah,
it's a good question, Mitch. So I'll separate them if I can, because things are different. So Christian obviously went through a pretty horrific experience, which was really traumatic for Christian and his family, particularly him and Bella. And post that, we've had some really good conversations with Track about the club and how we can get better, how he can get better, as we have with all our leaders. So Christian is fully committed and will be playing for us for a long time. And the different one with Clayton, I think they're separate issues, so I don't want to lump them in together. But as I said, unfortunately this time of year, the interest sort of explains how big it is, doesn't it? So Claz is happy, he's going to stay, and he won't be going anywhere.
But how does it get to the point where he makes with other clubs?
That's a good question. Obviously, Clayton felt that at some point he wanted to have a conversation with Geelong. I think Andrew's already expressed that. I spoke to Geelong before that happened. No, on the day, and said that Clayton wouldn't be going anywhere, and they were really happy with that. So I think just because someone talks to another club, you'd be surprised how often that happens during the course of a year. Every club does it. So just because someone speaks to another club doesn't mean that they're actually going. I think history shows that. Yeah.
Do you know why Dan used to change his mind?
No.
Is that dead in wood?
Sorry.
Your interest in Dan, is that dead
now? Yeah, I would think that'd be very hard to rekindle. Yeah.
Are you in a strong position?
Well, we felt we were. We'd had some positive conversations with Dan's management about him joining our club. But in terms of why that changed, I'll leave that up to Dan to answer, Jay. Yeah.
Just to be clear on Clayton, are you saying he was never shopped around by the Ds?
Yeah, the term shopped around is inaccurate, yeah.
What were some of his concerns with the club? You have constant conversations. Was he expressing any concerns, Clayton, with the Deans?
No. Sorry, I'm just going to be clear on that. Christian or Clayton?
Clayton, sorry, did I say?
Yeah. No, Clayton's fine. He understands our position that he won't be traded, and he's looking forward to next year.
What about Christian's concerns?
No, Christian, again, they were just conversations we had with all our leaders about how we can get better. Christian's a passionate Melbourne person, leader of our club, so all our leaders have been involved in conversations. We had a disappointing year. We got picked 5 for a reason, because that's where we finished on the ladder. So we're all looking to get better.
So if you can't explain the Dan Houston, you can't explain. Initially positive conversations, then that interest wanes for a reason that you can't explain. Is there concerns that maybe these instances, and obviously the Olby instances happen later, but these instances are causing other players to have concerns about coming to your club?
Yeah, obviously, when stuff's in the media, if you're a player, if you've got choice, and there's noise around a club, which there was at that time, then obviously that could have an impact, yeah. But in terms of Dan specifically, I can't answer that, but yeah, it's a fair point you raise.
Is that something you need to address internally and clear up for the future to make sure the players do want to come to your club?
100%. We don't want to be a club that players don't want to come to, so we want to be a really attractive place for players to come to.
Are you attractive at the moment, do you think?
Yeah, it's a good question. Hard to answer. Yep, hard to answer accurately.
Is it concerning that you have to pause and think about it when someone asks that question?
I'm just trying to give a measured answer, Dave. Yeah.
Are you interested in Tim Membry? Tim Membry, are you interested?
No.
Wayne Dirksen?
We've had some conversations with Wade. He's a contracted player at the Giants. I've had one conversation with Jason McCartney, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we would like him to come, but he's contracted, so we fully respect that.
So just one more, because I pick it. What's the situation with him? I know he's contracted, but
Yeah, no, because he's playing for us. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.